What's up everybody, this is Reese here from C Manga and welcome to my review of Kenichi chapter 575, Kuremisago's Revolt. Okay, I may have just butchered that title, but hell, it is a hard word to say, and I may be rambling on about this chapter because it was a really good one. I was super happy with it. Like I've said before, Kenichi, it can do no wrong at this moment. This chapter was brilliant. It gave lots of insight to obviously the two currently fighting masters, Senzui and Saiga, and yeah, we even get to learn a hell of a lot more about Miu's mother as well. So first off, I'm obviously going to get to a little bit with Kenichi and Kojima's fight. Obviously, last chapter, Kenichi was looking down the barrel of a bullet, basically, looking down the barrel of a gun, basically, from Kojima, about to unleash his final strike. Kenichi ends up unleashing his ultimate Sei technique, the Ryu Sekuken third, basically used that to dodge that final blow, and my god, this technique is friggin' amazing. Like, you know, obviously it took a hell of a lot for him to activate it, don't know where the hell he learnt it, but still, what this technique can essentially do is allow you to control your opponent's ki. So obviously where Kojima's there, like obviously, you know, controlling his own ki, forcing it into certain spots and everything, Kenichi is actually now able to manipulate whoever's ki obviously he's fighting against, which is cool. So obviously what Kenichi ended up doing was essentially forcing Kojima into the path of his own technique kind of thing. So he obviously forced it so that he can actually fully dodge it, throw him to the side. So now the way it's kind of going on is that Kenichi seems like he could literally just defeat Kojima like he's nothing at the moment, because obviously he'll just be able to like control his flow, make him go here, strike him in an open spot, make him go here, strike him in another open spot. If Kojima tries to obviously like, you know, build up his ki again to use that attack again, Kenichi will this time easily be able to find his opening and take him out. And that isn't the only thing that's wrong with Kojima. Obviously, at the moment, his two masters are fighting. He's trying to, like, you know, palm it off like, oh yeah, this is nothing, you know. It doesn't matter. If those two defeat each other, it doesn't matter because it's just going to benefit martial arts. Obviously, that's what he's saying on the outside. But obviously, inside now, even Kenichi felt it. He's just, like, in turmoil. He's like, oh my god, what's going on? These two guys, you know, the ones who obviously trained him up, they're fighting to kill each other. What am I going to do now, you know? It's just like, he's in turmoil. But obviously, yeah, this chapter, it wasn't about these two. Instead, it was like a much needed flashback to understand more about Saiga's past. Obviously, we finally get to meet Miu's mother. Forgive me if I ruin her name as well. Shizuha, I think that's how you say it. Yeah, these names are hard, alright? And yeah, Miu's mother is freaking crazy. She's an amazing fighter. Obviously, they're all from that ninja village where the two ninja girls, the two Kunoichi that Miu's fighting, that's where they all come from. And yeah, you can kind of see like the style that Miu's got is kind of pretty reminiscent to Shizuha's style. Well, that's what it seemed like. But personality-wise, even then they're kind of the same. You know, they've got that kind of like go into martial arts mode, but at the other times they're kind of like ditzy and playful, even though they've got super incredible strength. It's like the thing which I love the most about this chapter was just the interaction between the three of them. Obviously got Saiga and Senzui, the way they became friends was pretty cool. You know, they're obviously like they're fighting against each other because like, who the hell is this outsider? You can't bring outsiders here. They go to fight each other. Then obviously one stray rock goes to hit Senzui, and they both like end up bonding over saving her. You know, like the mutual love they have for her ends up helping them to become friends. And I just thought that was so cool at that point there when they ended up stopping the rock from falling on her. It's just like, yeah, we've got her. You got Senzui using two fingers. You got Saiga just holding her with one finger, and then she's just like, oh yeah, you guys really didn't have to do that. I can handle something this size, considering it's the size it's like a freaking boulder about to smash her to bits. She's like, yeah, I can handle this. It's like hiking up her dress a bit, and bang, high kick, takes the thing out like it was nothing. It's disgusting when she goes into her martial arts mode. It just really does remind me of Miu a hell of a lot. But then what was even funnier was straight after she did that, she ends up being embarrassed because of the position that she ended up putting herself in, you know, like exposing herself a little bit too much. And then she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. It was like really, really funny and cute at the same time. But yeah, I really do like her as a character, you know. She's got that kind of like, obviously that strong ditzy type personality thing. I mean, obviously like at the end of that bit, after the little rock bit, you got Senzui just like there smiling, all laughing. And then she's like obviously embarrassed and ends up giving him the dirtiest punch in the stomach. And it's just like, even Saiga was like, dude, are you alright? It's like, that looked like that hurt. And then he's just like, oh yeah, I'm used to that, you know, because obviously they've been friends since like they were little. They're even like engaged to be married. So yeah, the main thing obviously there is that Saiga essentially ends up stealing her from Senzui, because the whole thing about those two are arranged to be married, because in their village you can't date outsiders. It's all like kept secret within, you know, no one's even supposed to know the name of the village, all crap like that. But obviously he gave her the blessing and everything, and all together they ended up like joining together to essentially free the village from its traditions. that was basically like the main plot of how they all came together and what they ended up doing. Yeah, so basically all they're trying to do is like change it so that people can do what they want. You know, they can have emotions, they can have feelings, they can basically become normal humans essentially. But yeah, so essentially they came together to like kick out the old, bring in the new, so everyone can be happy. It's like hell though. Their little kind of revolt was crazy. Obviously they lost so many people. Even Sensui ended up killing his father, and it's like he's obviously not supposed to be showing any emotions, but then at that point there you see a hell of a lot of emotion come over his face. So yeah, it's crazy considering obviously like how we're seeing him now. He's all just like an emotionless zombie. It doesn't care, just getting the job done. It's obviously like seeing that now is like something happened that made him revert to the old ways of the village and turn everything back there. So yeah, something changed him. Something really did, and hopefully we get to find out what the hell that is. Because obviously at the end of the chapter we get the little tease of him like saying, "Oh yeah, Saga, forgive me for what I'm about to do." Obviously we know he's about to kill Shizuha at this point here, but what I really want to know is the whole explanation for why he's about to do it. It's like, what is he thinking? Because obviously the way that it was going on is that that whole kind of revolt is still going on. It doesn't look like it's going to end, but so does him killing her make it end, and then he just ends up conforming into the old ways still but become the leader? So many questions, but you know what, these flashbacks are necessary. I'm super happy with seeing them, and to be honest, they're really really good. So like I've been saying, Kenichi at this moment is doing no wrong. I'm loving it, and hell, cannot wait for next week. At the moment, this arc is just like progressing so brilliantly at this point here. So much stuff going on. So yeah, obviously I said I was going to be rambling a little, which I think I might have done, but that kind of ends it here from me, guys. I love this chapter. What did you guys think of it? You know, what you looking forward to? What do you think of Kenichi's new technique? And hell, do you even what do you think of Shizuha? What do you think of her character? Again, sorry about butchering her name. Yeah, what do you think of her character? You know, obviously let me know all that stuff in the comment section below, and don't forget to check out the other things to do on the channel. So I'll see you next time.